These creatures lived like slaves, all their lives imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner?
How? I don't know. Well, you would always look at the outside world and wonder what is there. If you feel the urge of freedom, which people very often do, to see other things, then the feeling of a prison is a quick one to rise, isn't it? So I imagine they very much, even if they were born here and... Oops, that's not the way. Even if they were born here and lived their life here, not knowing anything else, it still would feel
now
like a
I can
prison.
enter this tunnel.
And enter we do. Especially with priests, you know, who sacrifice you to a god. This would, I think, very much feel like a prison, even if you were born here. Okay. The ooze is oozing. Another current not for me. Not going my way. So let's make it go my way. Flip it, please. And the same time again, around here is always the perfect fit. Or is it not? Let's try that again. A little earlier this time. Or a little later this time. Okay. Well, never mind me then.
This current is quite strong. I wonder where it will take me.
We're full Abzu mode again. The current continues even further. And oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Giant Squid. Jesus. Ain't a real Lovecraftian game without squids in it, isn't it?
That was quite a ride, but it's over now.
It is. So where did it take us?
That ladder.
Another hall.
Someone set up camp in here.
Oh! I'm getting close. Well, another hall where something, I don't know what this is this the black ooze maybe in hardened form? Somehow oozes or found its way into man-made
Looks like
structures.
a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
That sanctuary where the sacrificing takes place, I presume, but I'm not a priest.
Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death.
Okay. So some sort of divine selection process. Surely following some rules and not pure coincidence took place. Somehow assessing the people if they were worthy of eternal life and transformation, or if they were maybe sacrificed or were just dying. I don't know. Because they couldn't take.
Different from the others. It's much more elaborate.
Okay, just because they were too weak to transform or something. Oh, Mark. Oh, timing. Yeah. Okay. So what's the longest one? You are the longest one. Then maybe you. Oh boy. And you. Okay. So you are. Okay. Let's try. You here. You here. You are actually quite fast. And you just need to be. There was it good? Is it good? Come on.
This must be my transportation to the sanctuary.
Second try. Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Thanks for the boat, but there's still a camp I have to check out. Not gonna leave without it. Okay. Don't be stuck, game.
What is this? This... Oh my god. Did I almost forget about Harry?
Oh, okay. Looks like the transformation possibly makes you forget your human life. Okay, let's check inside first.
Harry, that look on your face. You look deranged. They seem to loathe each other.
I can't stand your lunatic face. I can't stand the noise you make when you eat. I can't stand you. Oh boy.
She doesn't seem to care much about Harry. And she doesn't seem to be thinking straight either.
Harry's mental decline is more evident each day, but today he said he found out someplace to carry out some ritual. I have to get to the bottom of this. I have to keep doing what I've been doing up to now. Listen to what he has to say and go along with him. I can't stand him, but I have to tread lightly, because it's only him and me now. And the black ichor. Only him and her. Boat. Transportation. Okay, yeah. Figured that already.
Oh dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too?
It seems that the sanctuary was where the final stage of the ritual took place. Okay, first ooze in the eyes and then...
A sanctuary? Harry, was that where you went?
The masters brought their slaves to a sanctuary by boat in order to perform the final stage of the ritual. Yeah, it's possibly where he went, because, you know, that puzzle down there was really just about timing. There's a letter from him. I'm just gonna look at all this first.
Somebody painted these symbols on the wall. You followed the river from the temple summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance.
Ruins. Useless. White Sand Beach. Teahora building raft. Where is the sanctuary?
So the guide left the expedition. That would explain the workshop on the white sand beach, where I arrived.
And why only her and him were left. Monsieur Everhard and Madame Ward. We had plenty of death in this island. I helped you as long as I could, but I won't be an accomplice to this ritual madness. I'm returning to the white sand beach to build a raft and leave the Maudite Ile. Or whatever, I'll be there if you change your minds, but I won't wait too long. Maruru Roa and au revoir. Teaharoa. That's a lot of rhyming, at least in the way that I read it. Now, let's get some information.
My dear old pal. It's only Cass and me now. I have much to thank her for, even if our friendship is worn thin due to hunger and fatigue. If she hadn't insisted so much, we'd never have convinced Tearoa. He guided us as we followed the river down from the mountain peak. And that's how we found this entrance. And the mural. Maybe I can't undo what's happening to you, Norah, but I think I can try to become like you. The original inhabitants of this island took slaves to a sanctuary. And there, they performed a ritual. Teaharoa said the ritual was madness, and he didn't want any part of it. He and Cass argued, violently. When we woke up the next morning, he had left. I know it sounds strange, but you have to trust me, my love. I know this is going to work, and we can be together. You understand what that means, don't you, Norah? We have a second chance. With more love than ever, Harry.
Harry? What ritual are you talking about? Why on earth would you want to become like me? Please don't be a fool. You don't even know if that ritual of yours is going to work.
Oh, Harry, I just hope everything is going to turn out the way you want it. But I can't quite imagine.
The sun is setting. It is so beautiful.
Yeah, let's just take a moment. Truly beautiful. I mean, as a fish person, probably paradise, right? I mean, if the slavery and ritual parts are over and there are no priests to keep you a slave, this would be paradise. But we're not gonna settle on that. We, of course, gonna try to find Harry. But we already are a few days, or quite enough days behind him, so cannot imagine getting to him in time. Yep. Ritual chamber, please. It's a tight squeeze. And how does... well. They're flying stones. Why am I complaining about floating stones? Listen to the soothing sound of water. And... whoa. I imagine we're nearing the end. Chapter 6. Falgofne.
Makes sense. Nothing bad is going to happen to me here, as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves. like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a threat. But I, on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown, was I?
Oh, hey!
They seemed to recognize me, as if I was one of their own.
That is so awesome. I love moments like these.
Everything seems so distant now. As if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago. A full moon? It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or
Oh, possibly.
maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics? That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night.
Look at that.
It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and everything will be as before. My perfectly ordinary life with Harry. My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. Feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... How is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years?
Sometimes happens, I guess, when you find what is right for you. That is it. Don't want to go back. Quite natural.
There it is. The sanctuary.
Thank you.
So is this where you went, Harry? Was this your last stop?
Quite the sight. Quite the show. And there's a camp. And there's... okay. I don't know. What am I gonna touch first? Let's walk over here. Cass, I think I have the answer. You have to go back home and bring Norah here. Please. Well, did she? Norah came here investigating on her own. So either Cass didn't make it, or she somehow found a way to give anonymous hints.
So I have to put my hand inside?
He's yelling, it's not working. It's not working. Interesting. So this is Norah's camp. She camped well away from him. Which is understandable if you have a madman next to you. Oh yeah.
Its pages are hollowed out, and its shape is...
That's the dagger kind thing, stuff that you got. It's her book. She had that Moby Dick book in a photo. So it definitely is Cass's. And I don't... Do I... Let's read the log. Anyway, in the beginning of the game, there was very much a dagger or knife or whatever it was, pretty much this shape. So she had that all along in her Moby Dick book, took it with her. I don't know what she used it for though. On the island it looked like an artifact that very much fits all this setting here. and somehow forwarded it to Norah.
Let's give it a try.
Well, hand inside.
Oh! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
Okay. A spot moving machine. The spots on my hand have been rearranged to form some sort of symbols. Scrolling symbols on the wall. They must be important. Oh boy. Okay, let's see where this is gonna get us. And there
This
it
mural
is.
seems to describe a ritual involving blood. That dagger.
I know, right? That's dagger, very much the one that you are carrying with you. I hope you are. Alright. So this must be Harry's
camp.
part of the camp.
Although it's little more than a few things scattered about.
Not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. Ah, Harry's letter. Gonna wait with that. I had a strange dream
Library?
today.
What are you talking about, Harry?
I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world. Pnakotus. Pnakotus? Pnakotus. Name of the world. Possibly. An
This
altar.
dagger looks exactly like the one I have.
Yeah, exactly. Dried blood and ooze. Isn't that the dagger Frank was attacked with? Oh. The dagger Frank was attacked with. That the good doctor took and hid in her book then? Before anything more bad could happen?
My dear old pal, I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it, but what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Norah? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow. Damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the black ooze does? What it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind?
Okay, so Cass isn't the doctor. A little mix up on my side. Okay. But if he distrusts her, maybe that's just madness, or maybe Cass is the one who led him here for another purpose. Maybe the classic purpose of setting something free. Because the thing is, she said, yeah, they're just defending themselves and each other, but there was some entity coming down from the sky. We heard that. And seeing what it did to people here, and the slavery thing, I couldn't imagine why it should stop for the rest of the world. Right?
Oh, I really hope this works.
And it does. Not our
Trail
blood.
of blood. Someone was hurt.
That's rather fresh, is not?
Oh my goodness. And the gun barrel is empty.
Someone took 6 bullets.
A woman's earring stained with blood.
Oh,
My God, Harry, what did you do to her?
What he did is quite obvious. Question is, did she
There's a
deserve
bullet
it?
hole in here. If he's behind that door, I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place? The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth. And if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
Interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I just thought there was somehow, again, the cosmos shining through. Weird theme of, yeah, you know how it is in Lovecraftian stories. Seeing something. Madness is always close. But yeah, maybe we are just not on the island whatsoever. Pressing button. Release the slabs. Oh, I imagine they will have to, well, somehow shed light on what to the middle or be
Circular
aligned.
stones with strange carved symbols.
Yeah.
These icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have on my hand.
Okay. So if I press that all the time, will it do something? Was that all there is to that puzzle? I just had to find that constellation outside by sticking my hand into the fish mouth. Did that do something?
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
Imagine this is just the start, and I need to fill the rest too. See what else we have.
They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort.
Challenges. Without the prospect of gaining followers? Impossible.
Where is this door leading me?
I don't know. Ah, okay. Do I need to... You get what I'm saying, do you? Don't you? Can I take you away again? Okay, well... Recreate constellations to open doors. Is that where we're going? So let's just undo stuff. And start from anew. Okay. So. There are some pieces of paper.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch.
90-degree rotation. Okay.
I wonder what this means.
Bridges, dragons, gargoyles, animals. Oh boy.
All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
Try to connect them according to what's on the doors.